Welcome.
You're now locked into another episode.
Let's go!
Of the Bear and Tails podcast, bringing you your weekly injection of gaming.
Let's go!
Content creation and overall nonsense.
What just fucking happened, bro?
Coming straight from their live streams on Twitch to your headphones at home.
Big time energy.
Let's go!
Let's begin.
Hey!
You guys! We
What
made
up,
it!
what up, what up, what up, what up, what up?
We made it for an episode 2. They didn't cancel us. They didn't shut it down.
Now!
And we're back. And we're back.
We back! Woo!
Oh, you gotta love it.
You got to, dude. Got to. So the first episode came out and holy shit, guys.
You guys knocked it out of the frickin' park.
See you later. Bye-bye.
We had an idea of where we thought this thing was going to go and the type of response that we would get. And it was just probably 10 times that in the long run.
Insane, guys. So thank you. I mean, I speak for me and Bear. Like, you guys, thank you from the bottom of the deepest depths of our soul. That was very difficult, but I got through it. Our souls, thank you, because we would not be here without you. And we're just so excited with such the positive feedback too.
It was insane. It was
Laughing,
so cool.
People were like, "This is so amazing, you guys!" Like, and the good thing that I love about it is that we're just vibes. Like, we vibe so well together. But I mean, the numbers are crazy. You guys are so awesome.
They're so cool, and walk you through some of those. So obviously, as you guys can imagine, we record these a couple days before Wednesday, so it's not Wednesday yet. But where we are today, episode 1. 680 downloads between the platforms in the audio segment. The audio only. That's Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Apple Podcast.
Let's go.
On YouTube, 887, almost another 900 views on YouTube. That brings us to a grand total, guys, of 1,500 plus views and listens on the first episode.
Let's go.
I love it. You guys, it's so awesome. And again, from the bottom of our hearts, we want to say thank you to absolutely everything. We're excited to be bringing you episode 2. I got Bloody Mary.
Look at him. And like, I'm all jealous over here because I don't have a straw. I got to drink out of the fucking, and then mine's watered down. I'm going to be honest though with you. I think Bloody Marys are nasty.
No.
Whoever thought, if I want to take some tomatoes and put some alcohol in tomato juice.
And it's delicious.
I just don't get it. Like, I think of tomatoes and like ketchup. Like, I think of burgers and stuff. Like, why would I want? No.
I'm in love with it. I'm all on this right now. It's a morning vibe for me. I'd rather have a Bloody Mary than a mimosa. Realistically, maybe more than a beer in the morning. Like, and pause here. I'm not drinking every morning. Let's be very clear about this.
Wait a second, Bear.
This is a podcast special occasion for you guys. I'm enjoying a Bloody Mary to celebrate episode 1.
He's just saying that, you know. He probably has Bloody Marys every morning. I mean, I just want the straw.
You better
be careful, Bear. Are you using a metal straw?
Nope, it's plastic. I live in Minnesota. We don't have those types of lobbyists yet. We're good.
Just make sure to clean it in the sink and rinse it out and just use it again.
I need one of those twisty straws is what I need. I need one of those ones that like loops through like you'd get at a Chuck E. Cheese.
No, you see the ones with this glass? All right, we're so going off topic. Let's get back on track. Oh, down.
Tell me what's going on in your world. What's going on with you?
Nothing much, man. Everything's been great. Big, I mean, for us and what I've got going on, we finally, it's been a dream and it's been something I've always wanted is we finally hit 1,000 viewer average.
Yes.
And, you know, that for me, like, shit, dude, like, it's all surreal. And it's just continued to go. And my mind is blown right now. So thank you to everyone for making that possible. But holy shit.
I love it.
PayPal.
I love it.
For me, like, that's nuts. Like,
we as content creators always have these like little benchmarks, right? These little moments that are victories for us and little things that you're like, I could never hit this. I could never, if I could get there, okay, that's that next tier. And I agree with you. 4 figures of viewers averaging over you said a month?
I mean, yeah, last month was the first month that was an average. So you have to think average wise, it's got to be like all of your streams put together. I mean, I've been close to 1,000. I haven't hit it, but last month was. So thank you guys so much. What about you?
Frickin' love it. We've been, I mean, the vibes on our channel have been immaculate. You know, ever since going full time, we reinvented everything. We really focused on the community and what we could be bringing. The views have been up. We got into a position where we were able to apply for Twitch Partner, which was fantastic. But we did get denied on the first run. Did come back with a little bit of a denial. It is. And
that's okay.
I think it's important to just clarify for everybody, like, that's normal when it comes to Twitch.
I was denied. The first time I applied, I was denied.
Yeah.
Everyone is, unless you've got clout and you're a bigger, like, you're already known for being a bigger, you're huge on other platforms where I'm
a big guy, you know, by girth size. But
hey, nothing wrong with a little thickness. THICC, baby.
2 C's. Woo.
Yeah, but that's how we do over here.
Makes sense.
But no, it's I got denied. So you're gonna get it, dude. Like,
I'm not
you're
worried.
So awesome. Yeah. So
they you know what they're really looking for, you got to think about it. Like, you just crossed over that threshold of averaging 75 viewers. That's like their highest pedigree, right? As partner. There's a reason it's so hard to get. And they don't want to just hand that out just because you barely crossed the finish line. They want to deny you once or twice to make sure that you're maintaining those numbers and somebody that they truly want to represent. Because that's what they're saying is, yo, we trust you to represent this brand moving forward. We trust you to be part of that exclusive club moving forward. So
you're also signing a contract. I don't think people understand is when you get when you're partnered on Twitch, you're signing a contract with Twitch, guys. Like, this isn't you just get a check mark. Like, you really need to think about it. Like, and I believe they're 2 years, and you have to, like, you can only stream on Twitch, like, unless you know what, like, it's a big deal.
It is
more than just a check mark. That's why you got to read through it and everything. But it's definitely a huge milestone, and I have no doubt in my fucking mind that you are definitely going to hit it. Just hang tight. I think. Wait, how long does it take for you? You have to wait, like. How long do you have to wait for the next one?
It's 3 weeks. So March 31st is when I can reapply. So it's about a 3-week grace period, which, again, all they're doing over that time period is really tracking you and making sure that you're maintaining viewers and you're not breaking code of conduct.
Or view botting yourself, you know, Bear.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just kidding.
You know, I paid for no, I'm teasing.
Yeah, people are shady though, but Twitch can see that though. They see it. I know people that have applied that have view botted themselves and they don't get it because Twitch can see it. So it's the stupidest thing you can do. But regardless of that, your community is so fucking awesome, and you'll get it. I will bet you right now.
Please don't.
$100 that next time you apply, you will get it. And if you don't, I'll give you $100.
Can I make that bet on myself? Who's paying me? Do I have to pay myself?
Wait, what?
Let's get into the news. News.
I want to know everything.
What's the news?
Now, it's time for News and Noteworth.
News.
So confused for a second. You mind fucked me, bro. All right,
news
what we
and notes from around the gaming community, guys. Pretty light week, but a couple of things that are definitely worth talking about. Gotham Knights, which is the follow-up to the Batman series, widely and very highly critically acclaimed. The Arkham Asylum, the Batman. God, what were the other ones? Batman Gotham's Night or something like that. There's like 4 of them, and they're all fantastic games.
Yeah.
This is the newest one, got delayed to 2022, mostly because of COVID-related situations. Tails, have you played any of those previously?
I have not, but I've heard really good things, and I can do a killer Bane impression. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. I'm not even going to try to attempt it. Oh, Bane. I mean, it's an ongoing thing. Rachel, where are you?
I love the fact that your Bane impression is him basically like introducing himself to somebody. I am Bane.
I can't say anything else. I've tried. It's embarrassing. I can do it better with my mixer on, but no, I've never played them. I've heard good things. And I think I've seen some of the gameplay, and it's epic. So it's definitely on my list of games. Have you played it?
Yeah, I played most of them, and they're phenomenal. I mean, it's an open world concept. They stuck very true to the versus the movie style versions of some of the characters, especially the villains. They stuck very closely to the original kind of comic book version of them, which just made it a very big, almost like DC nerd fest, right? Like,
I like that.
I do too. You know,
I like that.
And it really staked its claim out there as far as what it is and you know, what's their place. So I'm excited. I get it. Unfortunately, it means there's another big title game that's getting delayed due to COVID, but it's just kind of the world that we live in.
Is this the first time that they've delayed the game?
Yes.
Or has it been getting? Okay.
No, the first time that they've delayed it. But again, they first announced it, I think, 2 years ago. And the reality is again, no one saw COVID coming. And
yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised to see, you know, but we're seeing not only this, but like Halo, the new Halo Infinite game got delayed. There's a handful of other, and it's the world that we live in now.
Well, you know what though? You know why they're also delaying it, right? Because of what happened with Cyberpunk too.
You needs to be ready.
Absolutely. They're making sure that their game isn't going you and your fucking stop. He's over here sipping on his bloody meat. I can't. I love you. But they're doing that on purpose. For a fact, they're doing it because they do not want their game to get shit on as much as Cyberpunk did. So they're definitely taking their time and making sure that everything comes out great and they don't have to worry about it. And there's no bugs and stuff, which I respect that. Take your time, dude. I would rather have a game that's polished and good to go, you know?
Yeah, finished product for sure. Speaking of a game that is a finished product and was very highly reviewed, Phasmophobia. There we go.
Phasmophobia.
Ghost game.
That you've never played.
Never played it. But brand new update just got released that lets the ghosts touch you. Meaning that, yeah, and when you know a ghost is by you, instead of just kind of you'll feel this slight vibration or this moment where, you know, your character kind of shakes and they're interacting with not just the environment around you, but also you as a character. Thoughts?
Dude, that is insane because I'm going to tell you why. Because I haven't played that game in a while. I played it on mouse and keyboard and I just got an Oculus VR headset and everyone said you can play Phasmophobia with the VR. So I'm trying to set it up. I want to do it when I'm streaming or whatever. But the fact that they can touch you now,
it's creepy.
Oh my God. But good for them. I love when there's a good game that comes out and they don't just I love when they continue to add improvements and continue to, I hope to see that in a good, timely manner, you know, like Among Us. They just made an announcement that the new map is finally coming out. God damn it. New year, new map coming out 3 months later. Oh, okay. Now it's coming out. I don't know. It was really frustrating for me. I mean, since we're talking about like new stuff and games coming out, Among Us is obviously a really popular game. And they just made that announcement because I've been waiting. I play Among Us all the time with my community. I'm waiting for the new map to come out. And this one's supposed to be big, supposed to have elevators and stuff like that. And for me, I don't even care about that. It's just the fact that there's only 3 maps right now. Like, don't drop one big map. I would rather have 3 more small maps to play around with. Like,
correct.
Like, I don't know. I think, and if it's going to take them that long to come out with a big map like that, because we've been waiting since the new year and they announced it before the new year that they were coming out with another map. I don't know, but everyone's super excited for it. I'm sure I'll love it too, but I just wish there was more maps coming out too. But
we're also in this really cool age of like independent games or small company games really making an impact as things like Twitch and the gaming community continue to grow. We have things like Fall Guys. We have things like Among Us. We have things like Phasmophobia, where these games by these independent companies or 1 or 2 guys and gals in a garage are creating games that can blow up and really create value. I think that's really cool that it's not just these mega titles that are coming out, but really a discoverability from kind of all facets and placing it back to where is value, right?
Yeah.
Where's the value at the end of the day?
yeah, absolutely.
The Microsoft/Xbox Bethesda merger is officially underway. You can now get Bethesda games on all of the Microsoft Marketplace as part of their game package. That means that the games of Fallout, the games of Elder Scrolls, that's Skyrim, that's Morrowind, kind of all of those games are now, Oblivion is another one. All of those are now Xbox exclusives. moving forward.
So only Xbox.
Mhm.
You cannot play them on PlayStation.
Correct. They're going to be Xbox exclusives.
You used to be able to play it on. You used to be able to play it on both, or only play. Like I've never really played.
Yeah, you used to be able to get them anywhere, right? I mean, kind of like
and play it on anything.
Yeah, any game. You know, it was just a game release. But now this is their way to combat PlayStation's strong lineup of independent titles, like the not Among Us. I was about to say Among Us. The Last of Us.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man, A Last of Us. Or what was the other one that's really big for them? Not Just Cause.
Halo. God. Is Halo PlayStation only?
No. Halo's Xbox. But that's
Xbox. Thank you. Okay.
But so as they're competing against these standalone titles, Xbox needed to counter because literally all they had, to your point, was Halo.
That's not how you do it, though. That's not how you fucking do it. You don't take a game that was already accessible to anyone on any console and then say, nope, you guys can't have it anymore. You make more games that are just as good as what PlayStation's coming out with and make it Xbox exclusive. That to me is bullshit. I don't like that. I don't think that's fair.
They did it.
Do better, Xbox. if you're trying to compete with all these, that PlayStation's killing it right now. I grew up on Xbox, okay? I loved Xbox and I truly do, but I bought a PS4 because of the games that PS4 was coming out, and PS5, whatever, PlayStation's killing it right now. So Xbox has to go petty. I feel like, and I get that. Like if you own it, you don't want it to be like, just don't take away something from people, because that's really going to.
It's going to be interesting how it plays out.
Look.
It's going to be interesting how it plays out for sure.
That's bullshit. I would be pissed.
Yeah, I mean it'll be interesting. It's their counter to it. Obviously, they have the new Halo coming out, but they don't have a lot of standalone titles that are,
and that's their fault. And they have 100%. So much money. Like start putting out games that are amazing. Give us some more stuff, because PlayStation is killing it.
You heard it here first. Microsoft, be better. Let's get into Would You Rather.
Here's a hypothetical question.
This is just hypothetical.
Would you rather?
God. Now the real question is,
would you rather?
Here we go. I've got some good ones for you today. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Would you rather? This is going to be a fun one. And you have to answer honestly, and you have to explain your answer. Okay.
Okay.
I've got some good ones for you. Here we go. Would you Bear? I feel like I need to put like the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire music on in the background. Yes. How'd you do that? How did you do that?
I'm a man of many talents.
Yeah, I don't doubt that. All right. Would you rather have your clothes start to disappear after 1 hour of wearing them, or always be sweaty?
Okay, so with the clothes, is there a time, like how long do they fully take, do we think? How long do they take to fully disappear? So they're slowly starting.
1 hour. They start to disappear after 1 hour.
Yeah, but how long does it take to fully disappear?
By the end of the day, you're gonna be naked. You're gonna be naked. I would say by noon, you'd probably be getting there, very close to it. Things will be showing that should not be showing.
I get it. I can't be sweaty. That's like the most uncomfortable feeling of all time.
My ass
always being
hot.
Always. Well, it's one thing like if you're just like, okay, I'm warm right now, but to always be that, like, imagine bedtime.
Okay, I'm warm right now.
That's how my mind works.
Okay, I'm warm right now.
I'm warm right now. There's some
right
water leaving my body. It's weird.
My ass is a little swampy.
But I can't, like, especially during bedtime. Are you kidding me? Like, that's the worst feeling ever, is to be overly hot when you're trying to sleep. Can't do it.
True.
Can't do it.
Okay, so you're going with the clothes disappearing after 1 hour. You're owning it. Here I am, world.
I'm risking
here
it for a
Bear.
biscuit. Probably changing clothes, I don't know, 2 times, 3 times a day.
True. You could actually bring clothes with you, so every time it starts disappearing, you can put a new. Okay. You all right?
But then
all right.
you might get caught in that tough situation where you're like, shit, my clothes are at the office, but I'm at Arby's. Like, where do I gotta go?
I can only picture passing you driving a car.
Go.
All right, here's the next one. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather sleep on the floor every night for the rest of your life, or have no taste buds?
Sleep on the floor. Hands down. Easy. And I'll tell you why. I'm a big foodie. I love food. I love food so much. Food so much. It's such a like I'm a true on foodie. Like I go places to eat the food there. Like, and when I travel places, like when I used to travel for business, I used to like research like top restaurants, like local. Like I want to go to the place that the locals know, not just like the big name.
Locals.
I want to go to the spot.
Yeah.
You take away taste buds and that's gone. That's
True.
That's tough.
This was easy one. Damn it. I thought sleeping on the floor would be shit. You know what? No, because you know what? This is true too. A lot of people lost their taste with COVID. And it was probably one of the most frustrating symptoms of COVID. My mom had COVID and she couldn't taste anything for like weeks, a couple weeks, at least a month. That's the last thing that came back. And she's like, I never appreciated food so much in my fucking life, because I remember I lost my taste when I got a cold a long time ago. And it's the most, it's bothers you. Like you're like, I can't taste this, but I know it's supposed to be good.
Yeah.
You know?
And that would even just simple things, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. No, you're right. You're right. That was so easy.
Sleeping
You're
on
so
the floor.
lucky. You're so lucky. All right. I got one more for you.
Got it.
How tall are you?
6'2".
All right. This is what we're going with, though.
Oh, no.
Would you rather be 3 feet taller than what you are?
So 9'2"? That's very.
Or would you rather be 3 feet taller than you are, or never shower again? Ooh, this is a good one.
Oh, no.
This is a good one. This is a good one. This
so
is a good one.
9'2" is an absurd. Like you think about like NBA players at like 7 foot already being monstrosities inside of their like general world. Like you see them walking, you're like, yo, that's an NBA player.
My ceilings, I believe, are.
Oh, I didn't even think about like entering houses, like ducking
you would
down.
You would have to do your whole entire life, bro. Your car that you drive? No, you're going to be having to drive one of those fucking Tesla tanks or something. I don't know.
Or never shower again. And I assume like baths, that all is included.
No, you can't clean nothing. You don't clean ever.
What if it's raining?
Well, then.
And I'm outside.
You got no soap. You got no soap, though. That's just
does that help? Does that help at all? Just to be outside in the rain, just running around.
While your clothes are disappearing.
I'm gonna get in trouble with my HOA. I mean, I think you have to. I'm gonna lose all my friends. I think you can't be 9'2".
No, you can't live. How? I mean, you'd be really famous, though. That's a cool thing.
Yeah, but like, how famous? Like, are you famous enough that companies are reaching out to you to like help you? You know, like, oh yeah, here's a custom car. Here's you know, we're gonna.
You would blow the fuck up on TikTok, though. You'd be good for the rest of your life, bro. Like, what do you mean? Like,
clothes.
The girls
like, what are you gonna wear?
Listen, the girls would be so fucking curious. You would have a line of women out the fucking door.
No, you don't want
yes,
that.
They would. No, they would be curious for a 9-foot person.
I get what you're saying. I don't know if I want the girl just to be curious in me. Like, yo, I think he's interesting because I'm kind of curious. You know, 9'2".
Listen. You never know. You never know. So which one are you picking? Which one?
I don't think I could be 9'2". I don't think you can be.
No showers.
No showers. No baths. I'm just gonna run around in the rain naked.
Nasty.
Yo, grossy gross. All right, I got some for you. I got some good ones.
All right, let's go.
Would you rather, Tails?
Yep.
The one and only.
Yep.
Would you rather have a New York accent and live in Texas, or a Texas accent and live in New York?
Texas accent, 100%.
Why?
Because it's cute. Women that have Southern accents are cute.
You want to be that Southern belle?
Women that have New York accents, and I kind of have a little bit of a New England accent. I over enunciate. Are like people don't find cute; they find very aggressive. I want to be cute. I want to have a nice Southern accent living in New York.
I do declare, little lady.
Okay, would not sound like that. Why don't you take another sip of that Bloody Mary?
I will while I read my next question.
Southern, absolutely. I always wanted a Southern accent. I think I'd be cute.
Would you rather be able to teleport once per week to a location you've already been to? Now that could be anywhere, any location you've ever been, but you only go there. You don't come, you just go there once per week.
Okay.
Or be able to fly, but you only fly as fast as you walk.
Fly.
Could you
Wait,
imagine?
what?
You only fly as fast as you walk. So think about the speed that you walk. That's how fast you're flying.
Listen. Watch.
What?
I can power walk all day, baby. You don't even know. You want to see some real speed? I zoom, baby.
You want to see some real speed?
I'm going to be
bitch?
flying. Listen.
Could you imagine like looking off in the distance and seeing this just like slowly flying? And like what here's my question is, what shape are you in? Because you can't like fly like Superman, you know, with like your arm extended at that. So are you just like just like chilling there, arms down, just like leaning into it?
I'm just chilling.
Hey, Dave.
Oh my God. Absolutely. But the reason why I would choose that is because I can't breathe right now. I'm out of breath, man.
Too much speed
God.
walking.
Oh my God. Okay. The reason why I would choose that though is because I haven't traveled a lot in my life.
Mm-hmm.
So the teleporting thing
doesn't do it. Doesn't do it.
It doesn't do it for me. So definitely the flying. I would love to fly. That means I could fly really high. There's no limit on that. I don't care if I'm up in the sky, just going nice and slow. But I'm a fast speed walker, like I just showed you. Don't underestimate it, you know?
Check it out on YouTube, guys, if you guys need to see the visual of that speed walking. I'm a fast speed walker.
Well, I want to see your speed walk, Bear.
No, it's too quick. It's too quick.
He be zooming.
Last question. Would you rather be a dragon or have a dragon?
Have a dragon.
Why?
Have a dragon!
Why?
Did you not know that How to Train Your Dragon is my favorite movie of all time?
I mean, I could tell by the How to Train Your Dragon.
And my emotes on my Twitch is Toothless, and I named my nano leafs Light Fury and Toothless.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, I would love to have a dragon. Period. I want a pet dragon. I've said this since day one. I wish dragons existed, and if they don't exist, I hope some future technology lets us create DNA to create a dragon one day.
What kind of dragon do you want? Like a toothless version dragon, or are you going like Game of Thrones, Khaleesi style dragon?
Game of Thrones.
You want a big dragon.
Khaleesi Beach, Mother of Dragons, Queen of Targaryen, something.
Queen of Targaryens? What?
I don't know what she says. My name is Khaleesi, Fire Woman. I don't die in fire. I don't know. What did she say?
You nailed it. Dracarys is what she says. Let's get into top 5.
Woo.
Top 5, all time. Top 5.
Definitely in my top 5.
Definitely top 5.
Rank it.
What's in your top 5?
Top 5.
Boom, 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 boom. All right, top 5. Brand new segment, guys. I'm going to give Tails a set of categories that you can actually pick from. I'm going to give you. You're going to choose outright. Then in that category, I'm going to give you 5 items that I want you to rank in order of best to worst, okay?
Okay.
Your categories that you can choose from for today's category. Classic video games.
Okay.
Candies and treats.
I love treats.
I love the word treats. Just real quick.
Right.
The word treats is like one of my favorite words in the English dictionary. Like if someone goes, yo, let's go get some treats.
I like how you say it. Say it again.
Get some treats. Like,
One more time.
Hey, let's go get some treats.
Let's go get some. Let's go get treats.
Let's go get some treats. Like it's such a good word. Like it means so much more than like, hey, let's go grab a snack. Like no, let's go get some treats.
Everyone listening right now, just say it. Just say, let's go get some treats.
You try
That's actually really satisfying.
To work it in. And if you're the person that is receiving that word, so like I'm speaking it, someone else is receiving it, it gives a different, it gives a fun connotation, right? Like, ooh, like we're not supposed to be getting treats. Anyways, candies and treats. Fast food. Ooh.
Spirit fingers is what got me, bro. It's good.
Or The Office, which I know is a show both of us adore. Characters.
Let's go with The Office. That's going to be the first one. Absolutely. Let's go. My top 5 or what? Give me the names.
I'm going to give you the names and you're going to rank them.
Okay.
Best. Let's go worst to best. Let's start at the bottom.
Okay.
Make our way up. We're going to put the few of the classics. We're going to go Pam.
Okay.
Jim.
Okay.
Mike. Obviously. Dwight. And then the curveball I'm throwing in there is Kevin.
Oh, but you didn't even add
I
Damn
didn't.
it.
I put
It's
Kevin
okay.
in there. I love Kevin.
I mean, so what are we ranking them on? What I like or in
No, this
okay.
is your top 5.
Okay, absolutely. I have to go with Dwight first.
Hey, wait. No, work bottom up. Bottom up.
Oh, bottom up.
Spoiler alert.
Kevin.
Kevin's at the bottom?
Yeah,
Let's talk
I thought
about it.
Kevin. Okay, no. I take it back. I'll put Pam first.
Pam's at the bottom.
Pam's at the bottom.
Could not agree more.
I like Pam, but I don't. She's not funny. So for me, and it's a funny show. So for me, I'm just like, whatever. So Pam, and then it would be Kevin. Absolutely.
So hold on. I agree with you on Pam because I believe she becomes extremely annoying in the later seasons, especially.
Yep.
She's kind of that cutesy fun character in the first 3 seasons, and then starting in season 4, she's just nagging.
Well, she can't really act too well either. So. She can, but when she cries, it's so bad.
Jenna Fisher, don't get mad at us.
I'm sorry. I love you, and I think you're amazing, and you brought so much to the show. But when you cry, your faces were just like I'm not. That's what she would do. Oh, I'm serious. I still love what Pam and Jim. Whatever. Anyway, so I would do Pam, and then I would do Kevin.
So Kevin's one of my favorite underwritten. It sounds like what maybe Creed is to you.
Is what Kevin is to you.
Yeah, moments, especially in the later seasons when they gave him more dialogue and moments, but moments like the cold open with him and his chili.
Yes,
classic.
Absolutely. The
moment where the IT guy comes in and is deleting everything and he runs to his computer and he goes, Kevin, I already did yours. And he runs back. He goes, yeah, I'm a runner. I like to run.
Warning. When, oh my God, I can't. No, he is. But for me, I'm looking what brought the whole show together. So from that point, I mean, for me, I would say it would have to be then Jim, because Dwight and Michael they're the fucking show.
They made the show.
I mean, Michael fucking kills me, but his interactions with Dwight, but now I'm just going back and forth to see which one I would want first. And I would have to go with Michael. I don't want to go with Michael because I feel like people are like, he's the lead. Like, of course
Wait, are you putting Michael in the first spot?
Absolutely, because you
opened up with Dwight. You said Dwight off the rip.
Did I say Dwight? Okay, I'm sorry. I would put Dwight second because The Office would not have been as good as it was
100%.
if he was not the boss, period.
100%.
Because after he left, I mean, they did okay. Will Ferrell was great. And then they had the California guy come in and he was okay. But after he left, it just was but the show wouldn't be possible without him. I'm just saying. So he has to be first. And then Dwight, Jim, Kevin, Pam.
Yeah, Michael's got to be in that top spot. He did make the show. And there's so many of those moments that are you think of some of your most favorite moments. They're Michael's there. Yeah.
No!
Yeah, or prison Mike. What's the worst part about prison? The Dementors.
The Dementors. Who would be your first person?
Mike. I mean, Mike has to be number 1.
Yep.
I think I agree with you. Dwight's in second. I think Kevin's in 3. I think Jim slides to 4.
Yep. Okay.
Just because
I respect that.
Jim, for all of his great moments and the great story that they built with him and Pam, also just had many of those Pam-like qualities where it was just like, ugh. Why?
But the thing is that what's Jim's name in real life?
The actor?
Yeah. What's his fucking name? God damn it!
Type it in their old computer. Google.
He's married to
John Krasinski.
Yep. He is such an amazing actor. What he has come out with since the show, the Tom Clancy show he came out with, and the movie that he came out with his wife, the silent one movie, they can't make any noise or they die from those creatures. I forgot that was called. And they're coming out with the sequel. He's such an amazing director and writer. He does so much. And I think he's married to Emily Blunt.
Emily Blunt. Yep.
Yeah.
Who's also widely talented.
Cute. They better not ever divorce because they're fucking so cute.
They're definitely Hollywood power couple for sure. And I agree with you. He's done some amazing projects since then.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think I necessarily from the Office standpoint rank him because of his acting ability. It's just the way that it was written in his character.
Yeah.
Especially once he became a family man with Pam, just much the same way Pam was. It's just kind of like, oh, you lost some luster here.
Yeah.
Let's do one more. Okay. So classic video games, candies and treats. or fast food?
Candies and treats. I want to do that one.
Candies and treats. I have 5 candies and treats for you. Walk me through your ranking of these.
Okay.
Twix, Snickers, Kit Kats, Reese's Cups, and Gummy Bears.
Ew.
Which one's the
Gummy Bears last? And okay, so we're going from worst.
What?
And we're going from worst to best. Okay, I got this. Easy.
Gummy's my one. What?
Ew. All right, let me start. So worst to best. Worst would be the gummies, and then we've got the Snickers, and then we've got the Twix, and then we've got between the Kit Kat and Reese's for me for number 1. I love Kit Kats because I like to suck on them and then just let them dissolve in my mouth kind of. But I do like the Reese's insides. The only thing about Reese's is the border is just, I don't like the border. I only like the center of the Reese's. So I don't even eat the outside of the Reese's. I only eat the insides.
What do you do?
So I would say,
hold on, pause. You're not just skating by this. What do you do with the rest of the Reese's cup?
I bite off the border around it, and I'll just leave. I'll just throw it away.
Or do you just bite it off and like spit it out?
I bite it off and I throw it away, and I'll only suck on the center because it's so weird. It's like too much chocolate for me. I just want the center with the peanut butter, and that one bite is worth it. So I would say, it'd be worst to best: gummies, Snickers, Twix.
We're not getting by this. Do you literally pick this thing up and eat it? You eat it like a little squirrel, just like nibbling at this thing, biting off?
Yes, absolutely. I swear to God. Don't leave me alone.
Why is gummy bears so low for you? You not like gummies?
When I think of gummy bear, like I like Sour Patch Kids and stuff like that, but when I think of gummy bears, it's just I just can't do it. I can't fucking do it. Why do you like gummy bears so much?
I love gummy bears. Holy shit. That's like my favorite candy of all time. If I had to rank these, Snickers is in my last place. I hate Snickers. I really do.
Yeah.
I think 9 times out of 10 they're stale, which makes it even harder to chew through that caramel and peanut, and I don't want that. Which by the way, is it caramel or caramel?
Caramel.
Oh no. Okay, that's a different subject.
Wait, hold on. How do you say caramel?
Caramel.
You say what?
Caramel.
You say caramel?
Caramel.
Ooh. Wait a second. Do you see my face right now?
Yeah, I do.
I don't know what you're saying. I'm sorry. I only speak English. Say that one more time because it doesn't resonate with me at all.
Caramel.
No, that's not what you said. You said caramel. Caramel.
Yes.
Like
it has like, chocolate, caramel, and peanuts.
Tunnel. Like it sounds like you're saying carpal tunnel.
That's pretty much what you get by chewing through that damn thing. That's in last place.
Caramel. No, it's caramel. CARAMEL. EL?
I don't know. Listen, one thing you and I are not good at, I've learned, is spelling.
I think it's
We're not.
Okay. So go from your worst to your best.
Yeah,
go.
Snickers is in last. Easy.
Okay.
Easy cap.
Okay.
Kit Kat probably in 4.
You suck.
I don't think it has any purpose. It's chocolate and wafer.
Yeah.
What's the benefit there? There's no flavor.
I'm going to pretend you didn't say that. Continue.
Twix is in 3. I like Twix.
Twix is good.
Reese's is in 2, and Gummy Bears is my 1. I love Gummy Bears. They're like my go-to. What? Okay, let me ask you this: is it the gummy like do you like Dots or Swedish
I like
Fish?
Sour Patches.
Yeah,
I like
beyond that.
I think it's just I'm more of like I don't know. Gummy bears are just like I see the gold bag of gummy bears. What are they called? Like
Hasbro?
The bag. No, thank you.
You don't want it. You're out.
No, I can't. I'm good. Oh God, stop! You're gonna make me gag. I don't know. It's just a trigger for me. Go to the next. I'm done with this.
We're on to the mailbag.
Mail came.
The mail is here.
You know whose mailbag that is?
I do.
You got questions? We got answers. Time for the mailbag.
Mailbag.
Mail.
I love it. All right, guys, mailbag, a great opportunity to ask questions to the show for Tails and myself. Just a reminder, if you guys want to submit a question, you can go ahead and drop that out on Twitter. You can drop it on our Instagram or also just in the comment section out on YouTube. Any of those ways work. We went out, found some good ones we're going to pull down and discuss and talk about. First one's coming from our boy Big Rob out on Twitter. What's
Hey,
up, Rob?
Robbie. Rob.
Robert.
Big Robert.
Big Rob wants to know, what does your family think about your career path as a content creator?
Ooh.
You want to go?
I'll go. Considering that I lived with my parents when I started streaming.
Okay.
And a lot of people in my community have heard this before, but I never went to college. I don't have a degree in anything. I was working at a gym and I was there for 10 years. I was the gym manager. And I was making decent money for where I was in my life, and I was happy. And then so I when I started streaming, I was living at home. So I would stream and my dad helped me like run a wire from the modem to my game room and helped me. I like paid for the carpet to be fixed. I paid for I put the wallpaper, painted the room and got everything. And it's their house. And so they let me do it. And I don't think they took it as serious. So in the beginning, I think it's just the way my parents were like, yeah, go ahead and do it, and see what happens. But they didn't take it seriously. They knew I was always a gamer. I got it from my dad. And then, I started streaming and for me, so this is, to be honest, for me, I didn't go to college, didn't have a degree. And I really wanted to figure out what I wanted to do in my life. And a big part of that is making money and seeing if this could really be something I could do and create content and see what I was making. So I think for them, when they started taking it seriously is when I was I would have a really good stream and I'd come downstairs. I was like, oh my God, I had more viewers this time. And I just kept growing and growing. And it would start with they're like, how did you do? I'm like, I made $100 last night. And they'd be like, what? Okay. Cool. Good for you. And then one night it was 300. Then someone would donate $500 and they were just sitting there, they didn't understand it, but they were like, okay. And it really started to change how they felt. And again, it's not all about the money, but when you're starting off and you really are making decisions in your life, what you're going to do for the rest of your life. I was figuring out if I wanted to leave the gym. And at the point I was I got to either go back to college. How am I going to make a living? I don't know what I'm doing. So at first they were whatever. But then when they started to see that I was making money and this could actually be something very serious for me, they were like, okay. And then, as you know, my dad is very, very involved with my stream. Papa Tails, love you, Dad. And he's become such a huge person in my community. And people have embraced him, so they embrace it and they see how well I'm doing, and they see that I think they might have doubted me and maybe not have believed in me in the beginning, because the chances of someone it's hard. So, but now 100% accepts it and supports me. And they always supported me, but I think they take it more seriously now, if that makes any sense,
Yeah, completely. And I've seen the streams where your dad comes in and it's pure hype. It's pure pandemonium inside of the Team Tails chat. It's great.
But I think the other thing too, and I'm just going to touch on this really quickly, is that a lot of it comes from, it's a different generation. They don't really understand, so I don't let my parents follow me on any of my social media. I let my dad he doesn't even really know how to use anything. I think they have Facebook and that's it. But that was the tricky part. One, I swear a lot. Was not raised like that. I'll make that very clear. So for them, I think they didn't like me. They didn't like hearing me stream because I swore a lot. But they've come around. They're getting old. They understand, it's just who I am and they accept me for that. And I love that about them. And yeah, it's great though. Now from where I am, because I'm doing it full time and I left the gym, they were like, we didn't think this was going to be what it is now, but we are so proud of you. And I love that about
That's awesome. That's so cool.
You?
I was slightly different path, right? I mean, I went to college, got a degree in, business and went out and had a career in financial services and was doing all this. And so I was raised in a very, kind of traditional structured household where it's hey, this is the path that you go down, right? You go to school, you get good grades, you go to college, you get a degree, you get a career, you keep moving up the corporate ladder, you keep progressing. So my mom is, she's a corporate executive. She's very, very much in that mindset. So when I left that to go full time here, I think there was a bit of a shock because to your point, she didn't understand. She doesn't,
Yes.
it didn't comprehend to her, because to her, all she saw was he's playing video games and how is he making money playing video games? And we've had a series of really, really good conversations about what is this? Why is it content creation and not just gaming? Right.
Yeah.
It's all the other stuff that goes into it, all the editing, the marketing, the digital kind of aspect of it, the learning of the programs like all the Adobe suite and all that. And so as I've continued to explore more of that into her, I think she's comprehended it further. And now we're at a point that she is very supportive of everything that's going on here. And to the point where now she's wanting to have conversations, given her business expertise, about how to run this like a business, right? What are our metrics? What are our points of interest as we go month by month and tracking data? And how do we really make sure that all the things are being done to be successful doing this?
Yeah.
But it was very, it's a weird thing right away to a lot of people, especially parents, to say, I'm gaming. You know?
I mean, and I think that's something that anybody you talk to, even regardless of your parents, I mean, that's probably one of the hardest conversations to have. And I try to stay away from it. To be honest with you, is people ask, like, what do you do for a living? What I say is I play video games for a living. And they're just like, I don't really know, because I don't want to say streamer, because they immediately think of like sexual, something like I'm streaming something I shouldn't, you know what I mean? It's just because I'm a female. And then if they decide to ask, I was like, long story short, and I'm just like, I play video games online and I have a huge community. And they're like, how do you make money on that? And I'm just like, I try to get into it, but I really try to stay away from it.
They can't
It's a very hard thing to talk about, because they're going to, and I know I'm getting judged immediately.
Yep.
The only people that I've ever said it to, like I'm a streamer, I play video games, are people that are my age or younger. Older people, forget about it. So, but here we are now, and we're thriving. We're doing so well, and we have really awesome support systems, and friends that are there for us too. So it all works out in the end. Yeah.
Tegan from Twitter.
Tegan.
Hey, Tegan wants to know, what's your favorite part of being a streamer? For me, it's the community, hands down, not even close.
Sorry, I was trying to think of something funny to say back, but I blanked. That's why I had that look on my face. I was just like, I was going to say boobies, but that doesn't make sense. I don't know. I was just trying to come up with something stupid. Absolutely. I mean, the people, we met each other. Like, this wouldn't be a thing. You go, because I just talk.
I think it's got to be the community from my aspect. And you're right, the networking and the meeting of new people. I mean, not even just in this time with COVID and all of that, but also just... It's crazy to me to take a step back and think about the community that we build, and not only just the networks from myself as the creator to the community that enjoys that content, but also those people's inner network in between each other, right? They're wanting to get to know each other inside of this, and you're almost building this little family inside of your business, and that's so crazy to me. And when I get DMs and messages, this has been the like number one most rewarding thing for me about
changing
people
lives,
opening up
changing
about
their life,
mental illness, things like struggling with depression, anxiety, and just going through life things like divorces or loss of loved ones, parents, spouses, whatever. They're in these times in their life where they're challenging, and for them to come out and proactively say, hey, you or this community kept me afloat. Yeah. Like, that's life changing.
Yeah. It hits right here, right in the heart. I completely agree. It's crazy.
It's epic. And I mean, it's the craziest part about it is we don't do, like, I don't do anything more than just be myself. Right. Yeah. So to know that for me, being myself can have that kind of impact on that type of group of people is it's literally mind-blowing. It's speechless.
Well, that's the thing too. And I say this all the time is I know I speak for Bear when I say this is that for us to be accepted and loved for who we authentically are, there is no better feeling in the world. Mm-hmm. For us to just be accepted, like we are just who we are, and for people to be like it is, there's, and to embrace it and to relate to it. I think a lot of people should need to take a step back and really realize that the gaming industry and the gaming world, right? video games have been around for a long time, but one of the biggest things in the gaming industry is anxiety and depression. There are a lot of people, and because people play video games to make themselves feel better. Like that's a really big, huge population in this gaming industry. And I mean, I suffer from anxiety and depression all the time, and I talk about it all the time. So for us to be able to be those people for those, like they need people, and we are their people, and to help them. I mean, that's the most rewarding thing. And like I said, the most amazing feeling. I can't even describe it. You have to just feel it. Like you won't understand until you feel it. It's crazy, but definitely community is probably one of the best things in regards to being able to do what we do. Outside of that, I think the cool thing about it is that we are our own boss. We have a lot of freedom. Granted, it might sound like really fun and really cool, and it is, but there is way more to it. You know, it's like a burden and a blessing at the same time. But the fact that we do have the freedom to do whatever the fuck we want, and that is to a certain extent, you know, that is probably another awesome thing. So community and just be the freedom, I would say.
It's big.
Absolutely.
Bless your heart on Instagram. Bless your heart.
Y'all. I was just gonna say, bless y'all little heart.
She wants to know if animals could talk, which one would be the rudest?
Giraffe.
Why?
Giraffe, because you just look at them and they look like snooty little beaches. Yeah, they do. They got their head up in the air. They just look like they'd be little assholes. Let's be real.
I think geese.
Giraffe.
I think geese. It's got to be. Geese would just be the worst things on the planet.
Would be the rudest.
Get out!
Hey. No, you're right. Oh my God, you're right. Hold on. Let me think about this.
I think giraffes would be snooty, right? Which is a form of being rude for sure. Like they'd be looking down on you like, get out of here, hippo. Shoo, get away.
Let me eat my tree in peace. No, but you're right. I would say any sort of bird like that, like seagulls too, I would categorize with geese, like not ducks. Ducks are very sweet. I feel like they're very cute. I don't know. I don't think ducks, I feel like they'd be polite, but like seagulls are fucking shitheads too. They steal your food. They're so fucking annoying. I don't know, but I do agree with you on that one. That's a funny question.
I think Canadian geese for sure. We'll do one more. Okay. Chris Cat from Instagram wants to know, when did you know content creation is what you wanted to invest in to make it your full-time job?
I mean, do you want it?
Yeah, I can take it. Because I'll talk about it because I just recently came into this, right? And you and I actually had very in-depth conversations about what did that make sense.
I think we're both agreeing on this, and I'll let you say it because we both had this conversation, and it's the most important thing and what helps you dictate that. But I agree with you 100%. I already know what you're going to say. Go.
I mean, it has to come down to the financial aspect, right? Anytime you're talking about your job, it has to come down to financially, where are you at? And looking at the numbers, not saying, well, I had a really good month last month, but even more, where are you at on a 3-month kind of run rate? And specifically, like in our case, talking about, okay, how much do I have in savings or reserves that if we talk worst case scenario for those first few months, I have something to fall back on to give this an honest run. If you said, hey, I didn't make any money on this in my first month as a full-time content creator, and you're like, well, that's it. That was my shot. You're never going to give it the right that it needs. Yeah. It needs a 3 to 6 month full-time commitment to really pour in. And I've noticed this. In my first month as a content creator, tracking all of these metrics, realized there was a lot of time wasted or invested in things that weren't going to be revenue generating opportunities. Yeah. And having to treat it like a business and making those changes. Yeah. But there's not a magic number to that because that number is different for everybody. Some people, absolutely, you got a wife, you got kids, you got bills to pay. You need a higher like kind of break even point to make that happen versus, if you're 19 and not really on the college track and, your parents are letting you live there and subsidize for right now and your expenses, your overhead is lower, that number might be smaller for you to give it an honest run, as long as, again, you look at it from a logical, not just an emotional decision, but a logical decision.
So without going into the details on how much you need to make a month, when did you, how long did it take? So what did you have statistics wise that you were like, all right, you know what? I can do this full time now. What was it? Like a 3 month, like what was your without telling me money wise, but like, what did it look like for you?
Yeah, we were in a position that I was about 80 to 90% of my total break even. And I had, though, a really strong reserve that I knew, all things considered, I could go a full 90 days to maybe even 4 months if this really didn't work out, to subsidize. Now, would that be burning through some of that save? Yeah, but that's the risk that I'm taking by taking this type of leap.
Sacrifices. Absolutely.
Yeah, you got to spend money to make money in any type of business decision. So that's about where I was. And, again, the first month, in all honesty, was not where we needed it to be, but I learned a lot. I learned more in that first month of going full time. So from early February to early March, than I did probably the almost full year in front of that. As far as just knowledge growth.
Yeah.
And we reinvented a whole bunch of stuff. We reevaluated. We dropped some programs that we were doing inside of our community. We added a bunch more, and really started investing into, what do people want? How do I maximize what people want and eliminate the things that aren't valuable? Yeah.
No, I completely agree. I think too. So I guess read the question one more time for me.
Yeah. When did you know content creation is what you wanted to invest in to make it full time?
Okay. So there's that aspect of it, right? And I agree with everything Bear said. That's the only way, if you want to make it full time, money wise, and really invest and put into your stream. For me, like back when I first started, we're going from baby, like right when I first started, and I still had a full time job, which was like 2.5 years ago. What made me, I invested in my stream right off the bat because I knew that I wanted to do it. I tried it at first, and I see where I was looking at it to see where it was going to go. And it just continued to grow. So right off the bat, as soon as I started seeing that growth and I was starting to make money, I literally would take everything that I had and I put it right back into stream. I started off with a flat screen TV, a gaming Omen laptop, and on a futon with my controller. I had shit audio. It was through a headset. It was horrible, right? But then you start to grow and you start to realize that, and I don't expect people. Did you see that? I literally just pulled this plastic thing off my headset. They're my new Corsairs. So, I think, I was making money and I was putting it right back into my stream because that justified for me that I was doing something. So it absolutely has to do with the money coming in. In all honesty, when I would have to say, when I actually realized that this could actually be something I do for the rest of my life, was I started streaming under a different name. I actually I stopped after that, even though I was doing really well. I didn't like my name. I started off with Hill Has Eyes 00 and I didn't like it. So I stopped. People thought I was like the horror movie thing, whatever. Mm-hmm. My name's Hillary, so Hill Has Eyes. And I was just like, no, I don't want to be referenced to a gory, gross movie. So I stopped, and I stopped for about 3 months, and I rebranded everything, and I started back up again. And when I started back up again, I had a huge this moment, and it went over so well. And that for me right there was, this is what I want to do. And I felt like I found my purpose, and I found what I was meant to do in my life. And so just seeing the response and continue to grow was the moment I knew this is what I wanted to do. When I knew that was going to be my full time, was absolutely. It all comes down to financials, and I completely agree with you. I worked a full-time job. I didn't quit my job until I was making a certain amount and over for at least 4 to 5 months, because I was at my job for 10 years. I wasn't going to just leave. You know what I mean? And I'm saying I was making I was making more than what I was making at the gym that I was working at. So not just hitting even, more than that. And when I did that for about 4 or 5 months, I actually went full time, and I quit my job 2 or 3 months into COVID. The gym had just reopened because we were shut down because of COVID for about 2 months or 2.5 months. Came back and I'm like, no, I'm ready to do this because this is crazy. I had that opportunity because everything was shut down. The gym closed down, that I actually could see what full-time content creation would look like because I wasn't working full-time at the gym because it was shut down. So it actually, very sad of what happened with everybody, right? But it actually really worked out because when would anything like this ever happen? Where you don't have to work your 40-hour work week, you working from home and you can actually dive into it, but still have your job and not have to worry about it just in case. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
So it worked out really well. And then everything just took off last year for me. So all in all, you just really have to look at the analytics and the financial standpoint to make sure that you're not, you're making the right decision. Don't be too risky, be smart about it. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, definitely got to look at it from a logical decision and understand, again, you got to be more logical, obviously, given your situation. With me, my position was ending at my current company. I was already in a transitional period. It was just deciding, what did I want my landing place to be? Did I want to go back into financial services or did I want to go into content? In your case, you said, hey, our gym's shut down, so I got a chance to see this. But if you're sitting there like, I already have a full-time job, then you do have to weigh the pros and the cons and what does this look like. And in all honesty, there's nothing wrong with going lean and mean until you are 100% confident that this is the risk you want to take. And then at that point, sky's the limit.
Absolutely.
Love it. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in to episode 2. You guys, make sure to leave us a review if you're listening to this out on Apple.
Yes,
we love the 5-star reviews, you guys.
Reviews, please. And if it's any less than 5 stars, we're going to kick your ass. Can I say that? I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
I think so. Yeah, you said it.
I'm
so
just kidding. I'm not going to kick your ass. I probably might, though. Who knows?
I am.
You're going to have to deal with a bear.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind. Anyway,
You guys, thank you so much. Seriously, it means the world to us. Thank you for the continued support, everything that's been coming in. Make sure to follow us out on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. Until next week, guys, we hope you're staying safe, staying happy, and as always, guys, happy gaming. Bye.
Take care. Bye.
That was another episode of the Bear and Tails podcast.
You want more?
Oh my God, I would love some.
Make sure to subscribe and share and catch both Bad Bear Gamer and SWEEETTAILS live on their streams out on Twitch.
We're just big vibes, you know what I mean?
I hope you guys enjoy it.
Don't forget to follow the show on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram
At Bear and Tails Podcast.